How does setting short goals make you happy? Think achieving your goals will bring you joy? Do you want to make a change in your life? Studies have established that setting personal goals that align with one's interests improves one's mental health point. Putting effort toward your objectives improves your mood point. Most of us could improve our happiness by making at least one significant adjustment point. As a result, achieving our goals brings us a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction that can improve our mood and overall quality of life point. So, what goals are most effective, and how should you create them? Curious to know more? Now let us get deeper into this point. Hello everyone, and welcome to our channel point. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon never to miss an update. Let us start the video. Ensure that your goals are smart point. If your objectives aren't smart, you're not going to get very far point. Setting goals that don't get you somewhere is useless point. Locke and Latham, the theoretical forefathers of goal setting, observed that, in 90% of tests, people performed better when given explicit and challenging goals as opposed to easy plans, do your best, or no goals at all point. You and your staff need well-defined goals so that you don't get overwhelmed by the scope of your plans and give up before you even start point. Measurable point. After settling on a target, it is crucial to gauge when it has been met point. It doesn't have to be a traditional metric like a number or a percentage. Instead, it needs to be measurable in some way that makes it obvious when the target has been met point. Attainable point. A smart objective should be realistic point. Use information, analysis, and investigation to create workable plans of action point. Relevant point. Any team or personal objectives must be pertinent to the overarching business objectives point. Having one's goals accomplished or worked towards is desirable when setting goals. Nevertheless, this is only genuinely advantageous when the goals set are productive in the workplace and will add to the organization's success point. As a manager, you must assist your staff in connecting their objectives and the larger team and corporate targets point. Keeping your staff inspired requires showing them how their efforts fit the excellent picture point. Time-bound point. Plans need to have a specific time frame point. It is ineffective to set deadlines that are either too distant in the future for short work or too soon for anything challenging and time-consuming point. The widespread occurrence of this mistake can be pretty discouraging to workers point. Either they are left with too much free time to do nothing productive, or they are left feeling overwhelmed and unmotivated because they cannot meet their deadlines point. By aiming for targets that meet these criteria, you improve your chances of achieving them point. Record them point. Do more than think about what you want, write it down point. This will help your goals feel more genuine and concrete point. Dr. Gail Matthews of the Dominican University of California researched the value of putting one's objectives on paper point. According to his research, persons who publicly state their goals are more likely to succeed than those who do not point. Put your plans on display point. Publish your goals and post them someplace you will see them often point. It should be a frequent destination and a continual reminder of your ultimate goal point. Put a reminder of your personal goals on your refrigerator or bathroom mirror so that you are reminded of them daily point. Teams should ensure their shared objectives are visible to everyone on the team point. This could be a physical bulletin board or an interactive feature of your online group management system point. Deconstructed point. Goals are typically far-reaching and nebulous point. Therefore, it helps to chunk them into more manageable chunks point. If you want to achieve something, use a goal ladder by stating your primary objective on the top rung point. Take the next ladder rungs and write down the sub-goals you need to attain to reach your ultimate goal point. Make a strategy point. Having established your ultimate goal, you may focus on developing a strategy point. Do not forget to document the individual actions you will take to accomplish objectives point. Making a plan will ensure you don't stray from your intended path point. Crossing off each completed item on your project will show how far you've come and give you a reason to be hopeful about reaching your goal point. Do something point. Nothing happens by itself in terms of reaching one's goals point. Once you know what you want and how to attain it, you can take the necessary steps towards success point. Do what you've planned point. Every little thing you do brings you that much closer to your objective point. Attempt to gain some perspective. The pursuit of success can quickly become an obsession point. At some time, during the purpose of a goal, you may feel ready to sacrifice anything to get closer to your target point. However, this can cause burnout and, ultimately, failure to complete the task point. Keeping your life in check can help you avoid burnout point. Stop what you read doing every so often and consider the big picture point. Be patient and kind to yourself point. It is important to anticipate problems point. Know that you will encounter difficulties on your journey point. Take note of the potential issues you identify point. Preparing for potential challenges along the path to success will make overcoming them less overwhelming point. Act responsibly point. Trying to achieve a goal on your own can be isolating and stressful point. Holding oneself accountable is an effective way to ensure regular, steady advancement toward one's objectives point. You can hold yourself more accountable if you tell a friend about your plans point. If the objective is group-wide, teams should compare notes point. Modify and reevaluate point. It is possible that you haven't accomplished all that you set out to do as quickly as you had hoped point. Perhaps you set your sights a little too high point. And that is perfectly fine with me point. Do not let a setback discourage you from reevaluating your objectives and making necessary adjustments point. Changing your goals or strategy may be required point. How to establish realistic goals in your professional and personal life. It is time to dive into how to achieve goals now that you are aware of the many advantages plans offer point. It is essential to begin goal setting with attainable goals, whether group goals for your team or personal goals for yourself point. Consider your passions point. Determining what motivates and guides you throughout life should be a step in developing life goals for yourself point. If you want to attain your dreams over time, you need to have a strong enthusiasm for what you want to do point. It is essential that the objectives you set for yourself have some personal significance and that achieving them will make you feel accomplished point. Set goals you can control point. If you base your objective on something that is not under your control, you won't be able to determine whether you will succeed in achieving that goal point. Your aspirations shouldn't be contingent on the accomplishments of other individuals point. They should not be dependent on external circumstances over which they have no control and beyond your influence point. Maintain a realistic perspective of what you can and cannot be accountable for point. Imagine your future point. Spend some time reflecting on the kind of person you want to be and the kind of life you want to live point. What does your ideal future entail? For instance, if you want to make some personal career goals for yourself, you should ask yourself a few questions that will take you in the proper route point. What is the optimal amount of money for you to make each year? Do you have an interest in being your boss? How many hours do you wish to devote to this endeavor every day? Even if the answers to these questions don't help you choose a job right away, they will almost surely show you the kinds of things that you do not want your long-term career aspirations to be point. So what is workplace objective setting advice? Here are 3 suggestions for establishing group objectives. Come up with ideas point. Rather than jotting down the first attainable objective that comes to mind, it might be wise to hold a group brainstorming session point. Large-scale inquiries like "what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail" are excellent ways to spark the imagination point. Make sure everyone is involved point. When establishing objectives, all voices must be heard point. Everyone on your team must feel safe enough to freely share their thoughts and opinions point. Having everyone weigh in on the direction will result in a set of goals with widespread support point. Please make sure everyone on the team sees their thoughts recorded, no matter how ridiculous they may seem point. You can go over each objective and see if it fits with the team's overall vision by discussing it with them point. Ask why point. Discussing your group's motivation for pursuing a particular objective will help ensure that everyone is pulling in the same direction point. Create a comfortable setting for your goal-setting session and encourage everyone to ask questions if they read confused point. We seem to be doing something strange point. Do we know where we want to go? When will we know we've succeeded? Everyone on your team must understand the big picture of why you're working toward this objective point. It will make it easy for everyone to work together because everyone will be on the same page about the goals point. Are you prepared to plan out your future and see it through? This is it, everyone. So, what do you think? Leave a comment and let us know. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done that. Also, put on the notifications because the following video is going to be a great one.